No one is gonna put yourself first the way that you do.
You living your best life?
Miki just wanted to show that she made a friend.
Today we're talking about why I decided not to be a doctor.
In the morning, somebody made me the breakfast. I have a late start today. I like these late starts. Hello, thank you for making me breakfast.
You're welcome. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
The more you sleep.
This is true. Anyways, the kitchen is a little bit messy right now because we just packed Kevy his lunch. Should I show him what's in your lunch pack?
Yeah.
Today in Kevin's lunch, we've got 2 big sandwiches. These are, I was gonna say his favorite, but they're also my favorite. Little prosciutto and cheese plate, and then a Teddy Grahams pack, as well as little treats for today. Coca-Cola and this is my literal least favorite sound. Coca-Cola and Yakult. The Coca-Cola is a treat because Kevy is on call tonight, which means that he's working all throughout the day Thursday and you gotta work all day tomorrow, but tonight you're also on call, so pray for good vibes. Give this video a thumbs up for good vibes so that Kev doesn't get called in. By the time you're watching this video, I'm sure he'll be on another shift. Don't get your badge, your keys, your mask. Kev's favorite work shoes.
I'm just so excited to start this day.
Okay, good night.
Okay, bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.
Wait, I'll be at work tomorrow.
See you Friday night.
Okay, bye-bye. Kev already forgot to bring his lunch. Bye.
Bye-bye, love you.
Okay, I've got some meetings today, so I need to clean myself up. Dang, this pimple right here is like seriously no joke. I don't understand. People used to always tell me that like pimples go away after your teenage years. Yeah, I'm like nearly like, I was gonna say nearly 30, but nearly 25. Come on. Good boy. Okay, I put on a real shirt and then some shorts and did my hair because I gotta look halfway decent for these meetings. It's gonna sound like I have a lisp for most of this video because I'm wearing my Invisalign and my tongue just can't figure out where to go. But we need to take care of this. Like, oh my god. Maybe my skin just needs more love and positive affirmation, just like my personality does. We are unboxing a new 𝘀cie moisturizer. This is one of my favorites. I haven't had it for a couple months because it's kind of pricey low-key. So I replenish it when it's on sale. Gotta get all that stuff off that cap so you're not wasting it. But I swear to god, this moisturizer makes my skin look so glowy. Okay, and then on days where redness is so crazy like this, I am very careful to use my color correcting cream. This is actually from Dr. Jart. It's one of my favorites. And then what you do is you warm it up until it's hot and spicy, and then you gently dab it onto your face, and it'll help color correct some of that redness away. Now, it won't go away completely, but you'll be amazed after I use concealer, the redness will be totally gone. Otherwise, there'll be like underlying hints of red if you don't use this. And then I usually just go in with a bit of Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I don't like to put any makeup on unless my skin is absolutely freaking out. This is after concealer, looking not bad, TBH. Just put a little bit extra right here. And then on a normal day, I'll fill in my brows maybe and then put on some lipstick. A hard lesson that took me a long time to learn is that I always wanted to find like an eyebrow lady or somebody who really understood me and could fix my brow shape into something that I wanted. And the older I get, the more I realize that nobody's gonna know your face and your body as well as you do. And so ultimately, I learned how to do them myself and trim them and tweeze them and take care of them. No one is gonna put yourself first the way that you do. Lucky knows what time it is before I even open this cabinet.
You ready? You ready for breakfast?
over this last year, more than ever, Lucky and I have been spending more and more time with each other, and we have just been trying to clean up both his diet and my diet, which is why I'm so excited to share that Open Farm actually is sponsoring Lucky for this video. So if you aren't already familiar with Open Farm, they actually create pet food that helps your pet live their happiest, healthiest lives. For both me and Lucky, food is a priority, and so we want to make sure that he's eating a clean diet so that he can live as long as possible. All their meat is actually ethically sourced, which means you'll only find things like grass-fed beef, pasture-raised lamb, and well-caught salmon. They also formulate every recipe with only functional ingredients such as non-GMO pumpkin and apple, and superfoods like coconut oil. All the recipes are also cooked and baked at low temperatures to retain all the nutrients. This cod skin is actually one of his absolute favorite snacks. Ever since he switched over, he's actually had way more regular bowel movements, which bliss. You can use code Miki to get 15% off your first order of Open Farm. Highly, highly recommend. Even Lucky recommends it. And of course, everything will be linked in the description box below. The Invisalign has already come off this morning because, you know, homegirl gotta eat some watermelon, but you can't have any, you just had breakfast. So bi-monthly, I usually have a meeting with my manager and we just go over collaborations that we felt like went well, the upcoming collaborations that we have, and if there's any updates, and then we also talk about like future planning, so what brands would we want to work for in the future. It's usually a pretty chill Zoom meeting, but I still gotta prep for it, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Weather's not that good, so Buddy's just curled up.
I just bundled him up in a little blanket. You're living your best life. Mommy has to do so much work and you get to just relax all day.
So that meeting was canceled, unfortunately, but it's okay, it'll happen next week. Right now I am just pivoting and I have to edit a video for a brand campaign. So this is kind of a touchy, sensitive topic, and I didn't know if I would ever one day feel comfortable sharing this information, but I figured, why not? Let's talk about it. I get this question from you guys all the time. Today we're talking about why I decided not to be a doctor. So these are raw, unfiltered thoughts. This is not scripted in any way. I honestly haven't thought about it. Growing up, I always knew that I wanted to be in healthcare. I wanted to be in a profession where I was supporting people, helping people, and stability was also something that was really important to me. I wanted a career where I knew I was going to have a job no matter where I went, no matter what I did. And healthcare is one of those fields. Like many other pre-health students, I explored all the different options. I swear at some point I thought I was gonna be a pharmacist. At one point I thought I was gonna be a dentist. There were like so many things I was considering, and in general the prerequisites for pharm school, dental school, medical school, any of the kind of 4-year graduate health programs all had the same prerequisites. It's the same, you know, biology, chemistry, OChem, biochem, etc. Physics. Physics was my least favorite. When I started considering what I wanted to do for my undergrad degree, number one, I wanted a degree that was a professional degree, and I wanted something that in case I decided I didn't want to go to grad school, I would still be able to have a professional degree and be employed and make a decent amount of money. Obviously, you have to think about the practical side of things too and how much money you can make. And so when I narrowed everything down, the most practical undergraduate degrees for me to get were either an engineering degree or a nursing degree. At the time, I really, really loved people and I wanted to support people, and I had family members going through different things, and the most important thing to me was that I had a fulfilling career where I would be able to support other people in their greatest time of need. And so between engineering and nursing, I figured definitely nursing. Undergraduate nursing programs are sometimes incredibly competitive to get in. I ended up getting admitted to the UCLA School of Nursing, which was my dream school. It now has a 2% acceptance rate, so who the heck knows if I'd be able to get in now, but I'll have to tell you guys a story of how I ended up dropping out of high school and getting into college, but that's a whole story for another time. Anyways, the end result was that I ended up in nursing school, but I wanted to essentially get my BSN, my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, graduate, maybe work as a nurse for a couple years, and then go back to medical school and become a physician. I wanted the autonomy, I wanted the authority, I wanted to be able to write the orders, I wanted to be able to go all the way with patients and their care. I went into nursing school fully with the intention to go to medical school after. And so unlike some of my other classmates, there are some classes that don't quite align. For example, biochemistry or physics are not requirements for a lot of the nursing programs. And those are classes I was taking on my own in addition to my full course BSN program. And so I was taking a much heavier course load than the rest of my classmates. I think one of the biggest turnoffs for people in the nursing program, it's a professional program, and that spot is reserved for someone who intends to be a nurse. If you're using nursing as a stepping stone, then that's one spot that's taken away from someone else who really could have the intention to serve as an RN and potentially for the rest of their life, right? And so I get it, but it wasn't a very friendly dynamic, and so it wasn't like I could ever share with anyone that I was pre-med or that I had the intention to continue to go on to medical school. And so it was kind of like under the table in the dark kind of thing. Honestly, then nursing school hit me like a truck, because 3rd and 4th year nursing school were pretty tough with clinical rotations, with a lot of things going on. And that was when I also started to take off on social media. But I realized how much I loved social media, content creating, photo editing, video editing. Med school idea got put on the back burner for a little bit while I was like, you know what, let me just work as an RN for a couple years. Let me enjoy life for a little bit. There's literally no need to rush. I was also graduating college early, so I figured I had a little bit of time. And after I graduated college, I really fell in love with the life of a nurse, being able to work 3 days a week and then having 4 days off to be able to do the things that I love the most. Working in the pediatric ICU, I saw the residents, I saw the junior residents, the senior residents, the attendings, and the kind of lifestyles that they had. When I seriously looked at their lifestyles, I realized that their lives were not lives that I wanted. Residency, oh my god, absolutely brutal. The hours are brutal. People are incredibly mean. You feel like you're getting stepped on all the time. You literally never know what you're doing. It's really, really tough. You know, residency is temporary, but it's still a really long time. It's anywhere from 3 to 7 years of your life. You're getting paid very little, and people are very, very mean to you. As an attending, it still depends what kind of setting you're working, whether it's private versus academia. But as an attending, you still always have the responsibility of patients, no matter, you know, if you're on, if you're off, you know, that's your responsibility, and that's a huge, huge burden to carry. As an RN, I work my shifts, and when I go home, those patients are the next nurse's responsibility, and it's not something that I lose sleep over, and it's something that I really, really value. I guess it's just a matter of priorities. I loved the life that I have and the lifestyle that I had and the stuff that I got to do outside of medicine so much that I didn't want to give that up for a 1000% dedication to healthcare and medicine alone, which is exactly what you need in order to be a successful physician. I watch Kevin and I see how much patience, how much kindness, how much resilience he has, and I don't think I compare to him in any of those departments. Even under the worst conditions with no sleep, is one of the best human beings on planet Earth. And you know, if you compare the two of us, you can really see why he's a physician, because he really does have that drive and that dedication in him, and that's something that I admire in him so much. And I'm really, really glad that I ended up being so honest with myself so early on, instead of, you know, applying for medical school, getting into medical school, and then realizing later on that it wasn't going to be a good fit for me. The truth is, like, you should do what's best for you and don't worry about what other people think. Just know that no matter what you do, people are going to have an opinion about it. And so whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's traditional, whether it's not traditional, don't worry so much and just pick what you need to do. Only you know what is best for yourself. You can ask your family for advice. You can ask your friends for advice. You can ask significant others. But at the end of the day, you are still the person in power. You are in control of your life to drive it any way that you want. Oh, and I forgot to say this, but I've got to add it in because I know people are going to comment it. But I was just talking about my personal sentiments about why I decided not to go to med school. That is not a generalization that you can then make and say nurses are people who weren't smart enough to get into med school or whatever. A lot of the times the people who become nurses are also the same people who considered going to med school and decided for one reason or another that it wasn't a good fit for them. A lot of the times it has nothing to do with intelligence, and so please don't draw those conclusions. Okay guys, we're about to head to the dentist. Yeah, let's just get ready to go. There's like a lot of traffic in Seattle now that people are like out and about, so we have to leave at a decent time. Almost forgot to bring my HSA card and my insurance card. The crazy thing about American healthcare is that literally you pay for health insurance every month and you still can't use your healthcare because deductibles are so high. So the only thing I ever really get done is my teeth, and I get my vision checked. So that's that. I was just realizing that I was not even recording, but left the house without sunscreen, but nothing a little color science can't fix. This is literally my favorite. It's like a nice powder and it's super easy to apply. The real question is, my dentist is downtown. Now, will I be able to find a parking spot? I am that psychotic person who will literally like look up on Google Earth a place before I go to make sure there is a parking spot, and if there isn't, then I won't go. But my dentist, seriously, they're so great. They're like a dentist couple. So general dentist is a husband, and then his wife is an orthodontist, and it's like the cutest, most aesthetic little dental office ever. So, oh my god, I'm already 5 minutes late and I'm literally so lost because it's downtown and all the streets are like one way and very hard to find. As I literally parallel park, there's a car in front of me and a car behind me. I'm a little bit far from the curb, but we're late, so we gotta go. Oh wow, she's pretty close to the curb actually. Proud. There's this like nice big parking spot over there, but some guy literally got there 2 seconds before me, so struggle's real. Okay friends, we have a couple of packages that I'm about to unbox. I believe these are both PR. I don't think I ordered either of these. Oh, this is from Murad. Okay, let's see what they sent. Oh, fun! Lots of acne control products, and oh, this is so cute! Look, a little cookie that says Miki official. Looks like it's a PR package for TikTok, but I actually have a bunch of acne scars, so thanks Murad for sending this. Definitely gonna be trying this out. And then next up, we've got a package. Ooh, it smells really good. Ooh, okay. Wow, that smells so freaking good. I think this is some candles. And then also some bath bombs. Fun. We don't have a bathtub in this house, but we'll definitely take them back to California. Let me open one of these for you guys. I literally can't open this. It's like so tight. Okay. Oh, this one smells so good, you guys. It's called 𝘀𝘀𝗰𝗋 Self-Love. Super duper cute. Thanks to these brands for sending these to me. Okay, I'm with Kevi. We're about to go get Din Tai Fung with one of our friends, so we're gonna head over there. Okay, we're waiting for our friend. Kev just did double the sign out. And what have you got on you? The one that's gonna beep anytime, anywhere. I'm gonna be so stressed if we're like eating and the pager goes off.
Probably.
Here with Laura.
This is
I used to watch
Miki?
Laura's vlogs when I was in California.
I'm a dentist. Trying to be cool like Miki.
You're like one of my only social media. Actually, I think you were my only social media friend in Seattle.
Bless.